What's happening, everybody? I'm Romasta, and welcome to Raft. And bad things happened. I updated. There was an update from my computer, and apparently completely removed my mic from this. So there's no actual microphone for this thing. But I'm gonna do a voiceover. I don't know how long this is. This is gonna probably be short because I'm gonna be cutting out a lot of stuff. So I decided to make up some titanium arrows, and we're at Caravan Town right now. Or not Caravan Town, sorry, the Balboa Island, because I was told in the comments that I didn't have all the trophies, so I wanted to go get all the trophies, and I made sure to park, like, basically in the place that I knew. The Mother Bear was just basically up the hill, but there was a Mother Bear trophy, and then there is the Caravan Island bird trophy, too. So I figured we'd go out and get the trophies today, so I at least have those done. I had healing stuff in case I needed it. I was told with the bear, though, it's super nice. You can just sit on one side and attack the bear, and I didn't think the bear was going to attack back. The bear gets very angry. But now I understand why it said you could just sit there and basically the bear just runs into it. That's how you could beat the bear without ever having it actually attack you. Which it's a good thing because it's like the amount of hits the bear takes. Like there's so many hits. Like I thought at first I was gonna have to use the arrows, but yeah. You could just literally have it just constantly run into the thing right here. So that is amazing. And significantly, I guess in a sense, cheap to do. But yeah, there's only 2 trophies left to get, and this was one of them, so it's also an achievement. Which I figured I would kind of go and get some achievements. So yeah, I got an achievement right there. It was like, I think Mother Load was what it was called. And just before recording, I actually did get the achievement for the zipline because I've been dashing up and down on the zipline all the time. But yeah, Mama Bear Head right there. So that was basically this place completely done, super fast and easy. And I realized, oh yeah, we have all this leather, which is what I've been doing because I get leather so much from fighting the bears, fighting the boars, everything like that. That's what I've been using to get the recycling cubes more often than not because I have so much of it and it just seems to never like run out almost because I use so much. Also, I've been using the llama wool, but we have a bit to do, and yeah, I just figured from there would be good. Oh yeah, and then I upgrade one of those because I wanted to see exactly like what it looked like as a difference and everything. And I thought about extending out there and adding some wings so we could have some more of these catchers. But it's like they're even right there. I think I said basically. The problem is already I get caught on stuff, so I don't know if it would be necessarily for the best. Then somebody had talked about taking the shark and putting it on the front, and yeah, I feel like that's it was a great idea. Like it was an absolutely great idea. It was like, oh yeah, like you know the mermaid on the front of a ship type of thing. And then I moved some of these things around so we could have everything here. But yeah, the freaking head is gigantic compared to the other ones. And all we're missing now is basically just the bird because we have all the rest of them. So it's just the bird of a different variety that we need. So, yep, basically time to head on out to basically go to the next place, which is what? Oh yeah, Caravan Town. Now it's time to go to Caravan Town. And so I worked on a lot of in between a lot of foods. I made up a whole heap and ton of foods. So I have like a crap ton of drinks and so much meat, it's ridiculous. But I made a bunch of those, just mostly because we were starting to run out. And I made a new barbecue thing. I don't know how well it is, but it's a whole bunch of meat. So I imagine it's got to be pretty good. I haven't actually used it yet because I haven't had my food down far enough. But I wanted to paint here today, and I also planted bananas. So yeah, painting is one thing that we're gonna do. Painting some of it, anyways. I didn't realize at the time how much paint you go through. Like, it's a stupid amount of paint on each thing. But, yeah, basically, my plan today was the trophies, the paint stuff, and just see if I can get any achievements along the way. As long as you guys keep hitting the like button, keep leaving comments. Let me know also what you think of this. Because this is the first time, not the first time ever I've done a voiceover of anything. It's definitely going to make it shorter. I recorded for a solid hour, so definitely going to be shorter. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I've already skipped through some of it. Mostly because I don't remember exactly what I did, and it was literally only like an hour ago. Just happened to go to do the audio and see that there was nothing there. And yeah, recorded 2 videos before then. Luckily, the other one it didn't matter too much. But yeah, I thought this would sink when you actually hit it. It does not. And it started turning my boat, which is awesome. It becomes like a physical object, just hold you in place. I did realize, though, somebody had said in the comments, and I'd started to wonder myself, whether or not going to set it to a specific place actually takes you to those types of islands. Because there's a bunch of different kinds of islands I've never seen. So while we are set to go to, not Balboa, but the Caravan Islands, the desert islands, basically, I wanted to go to the side islands, see if I could find, like, one of the little green dots that actually is desert, instead of, basically, the actual going to the main place. And it works. As far as I can tell, if you set it to whatever place you're going to and you go to the green things, it takes you to that kind of island. So I may do several others along the way. I still don't want to be done with this yet necessarily. There's still a lot more. Basically, I want to bring a lot of color to the raft in the future. But yeah, stuff was super expensive. But yeah, here's the net. Like I think the only difference with the net is it actually holds more, but I'm not sure. And then I realized, looking at it, the way that these things are held in place, I have every single one of these things backwards. I don't think I've ever realized it, but every single one of them is actually backwards. I mean, it works. It's not like it really matters, but from an aesthetic point of the game, I never even thought about it. Like, the nets are catching stuff and putting it behind the net, which just doesn't make any sense. But then, yeah, I figured we would basically do our little expansion up front on exactly like where to put this. I can't remember what the word is for it, but basically put the shark at, because I thought it'd be really nice. There was an island off to the left I thought about going to, but I just didn't fully see the point at the moment. And yeah, it's yeah, this is weird. This is so weird doing this. I don't even know. This is so weird. I really hate it when I don't get a recording, and most of the time, a lot of times games I don't have this issue. This one, unfortunately, I did have this issue on. I can't reload a save. When in this game the game saves every time you quit, and there's auto saves that happen all the time too, that like lock up the screen for a minute. But yeah, there's no. I put the wrong one down, of course, because I wasn't paying attention. It looked like it was already nice up in the little square, but it wasn't. But yeah, there's no reloading a save. The other game I recorded that's not going to take a day to come out is Hard Space Shipbreaker, and we're just going to be missing a bit. And I'll just explain what happened, because there's nothing I can do. Sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is basically what I was thinking, though, adding a nice little front to the ship here. Because, I mean, honestly, why not? It's not really a downside to having your raft become gigantic. And we're supposed to build, I think, for one of the achievements, 1,000 foundations, which you guys did let me know. The foundations, it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to have actual foundations as much as the walls and the ceilings and everything also count. So I think I can basically, I don't want to say cheese it, because there is like, as far as what to add to the boat, I'm not sure what I should upgrade and what I should add. But I do think I want to add some other stuff. I don't have to worry about those corner pieces, by the way. I'm not sure. I don't think I have anything that's actually exposed with the corner. But I think the corners prevent shark from biting it. But yeah, this is what I've been doing. I've just been zipping around this place like this. I mean, why not? It's so fun. And it really is. It's not like a ton faster. Like, I still run pretty quick. But it's just that much faster. It's so entertaining to me just to be ziplining all over the place. I think I'm going to probably end up moving that further down. But I don't know. Because I could jump off up there. So I don't necessarily have to have it up there. But yeah, now we have this to taunt the shark in the water. Be like, look, your big friend is down. What are you going to do? Oh, it was amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, we're basically headed to the island. And I think as of right now, it's just a matter of, I just have to like wait till we get there, and it's right in front of us. Alright, so we're at the island. I realized that I needed to actually work on more of this stuff. Cause yeah, you gotta always keep this thing going. And there was another comment. Again, thank you for the comments. He told me that watermelons are actually apparently really good put in there. I don't think I've actually ever tried watermelons, and this is the first time I actually even have less than like 5 full things of watermelon. I haven't been grabbing them because I have so many, but it does give a good amount. The eggs are pretty good because they just keep pooping them out all the time, and I just run by, grab them all, and we're good. And then I haven't been paying too much attention to the honey. So there for a while we had way too much. Now, kind of running out a little bit, which isn't the best. But yeah, I wanted to go here since I didn't see the bird. I didn't think we're gonna get the head here. So I figured might as well grab all of this. And I also didn't realize that that stops at 4. So this is the first time I found that out. But yeah, I figured we would go. And I'm looking for the shark because it always scares me. We'll go up here and get some, at the very least. Yeah, and then there's the chicken. Thought about adding another chicken, but then it would just be that much more times. It would be draining the water faster. And I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't know. 2 is good, I feel. A third one would be awesome, but 2 is good. And yeah, I just, super disappointed about the bird not being here. Like, I thought for sure if we come to these places, and I'm sorry if the video is all super weird. This is just unfortunately. Oh, this is the situation that it is. If I could just re-record all this, I would have just re-recorded all this. It would have been so much easier and nicer. But instead, no, we got to deal with these wonderful frame rates, which I don't think happens when I'm not, or when I'm recording. It's just no video player I have actually runs smoothly. It's just super weird and awkward. But yeah, and then I forgot about pigs being on these islands. They never stop spinning. Like, they never stop running. They continuously come at you. Yeah, I'm gonna just take him down. So, after a quick running down and sleeping, because I didn't realize that it's darkness, and darkness on YouTube sucks, I went back out. Shark, I honestly thought the shark was just gone for a minute, because I hadn't seen it the past few times I've hopped in the water. But, yeah, I realized that we needed to go up top on the other side. And at first, I didn't even realize how I was supposed to get over there. I didn't notice that there's zip lines from up top, but it doesn't matter because we have our cool little zip line thing, so we can just go wee and jump up there. And then just go wee and go up here. I really do enjoy the fact that we can zipline up zip lines now. It's so much fun. But the store is up here, so this is where I wanted to get to. I wanted to buy some things that we've never actually checked out before, because there's a few things that people had wondered and I'd wondered too. One, I wanted to make the fancy foods. So there's chili and turmeric. I knew that one, like several recipes we have, the only stupid thing about those is they only give you one. They literally give you one. And hearty stew, I didn't know if I had. I do not have. I actually still need to buy that one. But I figured there was the advanced scarecrow. I wanted to check that thing out. So, pick that one up. Then there was the Viking horn. People told me I could actually stick on the ground. So I figured, it's only 3. Why not? We'll pick that up. And then in the tier 2, apparently the honk horn is something that you can place down. But I wanted to get the wardrobe. That was like the big thing. I also wonder about the compass. Like, I'm assuming the compass is something you hold in your hand. But if you can stick it down, I'd be kind of down with that too. The one problem was I realized I was running out of trade coins. I'm going to have to go fishing at some point here in the near future. Because, yeah, we only have like, well, it's 20 and then whatever I have left over on me. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure how much I have left, but it's not a lot. It's unfortunately not a lot. And those things, I originally thought that they were going to be kind of a waste, and they would only catch something every once in a while. I feel like those fill up almost more than the actual, like, the side ones for sure. But some of the front ones even feels like it fills up less than that. Just crazy. But yeah, I figured, well, let's just head off to another island that is literally straight in front of us. Because, I mean, it's straight in front of us, so why not? Like, it's amazing. And I'm just trying to think, where do I want to put the wardrobe at? Like, I figured the wardrobe would probably be best. Stick in the bedroom, because we have our own bedroom. But also, I wanted to grab the clothes, because I'm like, it's a wardrobe, you know? What better things than to put the clothes in the wardrobe? Because, yeah, why not? And we don't have any clothes. That's all the clothes we have. I think there is still a small island I have to find that's, like, has a crashed boat on it. I think somebody said in comments a while ago. That is, like, the only hat that I know that I think I don't have that's out in the world. Everything else I kind of have, and it's big. Like, this thing is really big. I was not quite expecting it to be as big as it is. So I just, you know, remove a couple things here. Try to squeeze it in on the side of the bed over here. It's like, I don't know exactly. I mean, even looking at it right now, I don't know what it was that was preventing it from being placed. Like, my guess is it's probably that picture on the wall over there, but I'm not sure. I'm like, yeah, alright, let's put our stuff in. Oh, this is just how you change the colors of your clothes. Which you can do from the main menu. I mean, it's cool, it's an in-game thing, now you can do it, but it wasn't what I was expecting, to be honest. I was figuring it would be more along the lines of, you know, something that we could just store stuff in, but, I mean, I'm fine with it still. It still looks cool, and it just adds more aesthetics to our bedroom. Unfortunately, that means we still have to keep these in here because there's nothing else I can really do with them. But yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Oh, and then yeah, then there's the scarecrow and the horn. So with the horn, you can place it down. So I'm like, oh, I can put it anywhere. But wait, we could use it for like, yeah, of course. I unfortunately can't stick anything on top of it, but we can use it for like a horn when we're sailing, you know? I mean, it's not like it's really gonna matter. You're not just gonna see random people. But just the concept of just like a little horn there. I don't know. I find it super, super entertaining. So, put a little table up, put our horn on the table, and if the compass, this is where I was really wondering about the compass. Because if I can put the compass down, yeah, it's an interesting sound. If I could put the compass down, which I hope this isn't ruining my sound. I could put the compass down next to it though, and we'd be good. And this scarecrow is super creepy. Like I had not seen at all what it is. We don't need it, so I figured it would just be like the greenhouse guard, you know? Like not really any use for it other than that. But then also I figured let's try out these things because, you know, there's like these recipes here that I do have, and unfortunately I didn't realize that one of the recipes takes the special silver, I don't even know what it's called. It's the blue algae thing or whatnot, so we can't even do that one. But we do have this stuff to make, I think it's catfish. Yeah, catfish deluxe. So I was like, you know, I mean, people would wonder what these things do, and I was wondering if it would just give me like extra health, basically, like, or not extra health, but is it gonna make the bar even bigger than it already is? Because as far as I understand, the bar goes slower when you're in like that, like the little blue down there, the little brighter yellow. And then so I'm like, okay, well, if that, well, let's set the food up to do that, and then we can do the red beet shot over here, the turmeric. So it's just a matter of getting 2 red beets, coconut, and the turmeric. So I mean, it's like super cheap in a sense. The only thing that sucks about it is the turmeric. This is running so much smoother. I just switched Windows Media Player, whatever the heck it starts on, the VLC, and VLC's making this run so much smoother. But yeah, figured we'd have those things going, come out here, check exactly, see how much further we have to go, and it's right in front of us. But I really do like that shark out there. Like, that looks so much nicer, and it just works so well on just the being like on the front of the ship. I don't know why it entertains me as much as it does, but it does. And then yeah, I have to keep making sure to clean these things, because if I don't, then we will lose some, because I think it only holds 6 items total. And the new one's supposed to hold like 12, I think is what the comments said. I'm not sure. You can tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm really not 100% sure on that. But I figured we'd stop here. If it's not here, the bird's not here, then we go to the next one. We just go to some other... we go to the actual caravan city where I knew that there was a bird. Because, yeah. How much wood I used. Oh god, how much wood we used to build that thing just made it go like crazy fast. Empty. Of like all the wood I had. I had almost 2.5 boxes full. Just nothing. We have like nothing. Actually, at this point, I think I had some because I did grind out a bit before the actual video. But yeah, this is my dishware drawer. I figured this would be the, you know, got down here, got a whole bunch of wood so I could keep stocking stuff if I need to. because you do have to fill up the planks. That's one thing this game doesn't have. There is no powered, like, stew maker thing. So, that is unfortunately all still tied to basically making... You still have to have that. And, ooh, it's a shiny. I don't think I actually realized it was shiny the first time. I am blind as crap. But it is disappointing you only get one. I thought with some fancy food we'd be getting two, but see, you gave a little bonus. We're actually faster now. So that's the bonus of having the food one, which really didn't give me too much extra food, by the way. And that, look how much water, like, that gave me barely anything on water. But it gave me a boost to health. So there is a positive side to using those things, which is just awesome. Like, hey, man, it's really nice that... I'm glad I tried it out, because I had no idea. And the speed boost alone, I mean... I don't like moving slow in games. Like, it just don't. It's just not as enjoyable to move slowly. And so the ability to just start flying and moving fast, awesome. And then, yeah, there's no birds here. You can see the bird flying away around when you get towards the island. So the fact that there was no bird here, I basically just hopped off, grabbed some wood, sailed on to the next place. Figured while we're sailing to the next place, I wanted to do painting. I haven't done really very much painting. One of the achievements is just to paint a certain amount, but also, I wanted to add some color to the boat. It's one thing that I feel like we're kind of missing here. There's lots of different colors, and I didn't realize that there is a white, a black, a gray, a darker gray. I don't know how, it just never... It didn't click in my brain. I have too many mangoes. Like, it's kind of crazy on how I had very little mangoes, and now I just have an obscene amount of mango. Like, I didn't know exactly what to do, but yeah, I wanted to paint the house green. Somehow I didn't realize that I hadn't chosen it. I thought I clicked on it, but it didn't click. Yeah, so the greenhouse isn't really green right now because we added that expansion on it. I mean, obviously you can't make a full-on greenhouse like the normal kind of greenhouse. So I figured we're just gonna do the second best thing, which is just making a green house. And that's what I did in the first place, so I figured let's just keep it going. But I also wanted to paint this thing, because I had some really cool ideas to it, which was, I wanted to do some stripes on it, like a stripy, you know, like, it's like a lighthouse thing. And somebody even said something in the comments. Yeah, that was awful. That is so terrifying. Falling off your raft while it's moving is such a scary thing. Oh my god, that made my freaking heart drop. Like, I was like, oh god, oh, this is awful. This is so awful. And I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just not going to risk getting any closer on that side right now. That's just, that's unnecessary. Little did I know until a lot later, pretty much until I was actually done. It does both sides. I thought it was only doing one side. No, it does both sides, so I could have been painting this from the inside the entire time, and I'm like, oh, there's no white. It sucks. How is there no white? Could have sworn there was a solid white color. Well, brightish yellow is the closest I can get. I mean, that's not terrible. Still looks nice as like a contrasting color type of thing. And I mean, it's still close to it. So I'm like, this will be fine. So I just started painting, you know, like this nice little stripe there. And I was like, I'll put another stripe here. Kind of just intermittent of the different kinds. But unfortunately, it's like trying to do this. You have such a height that you can do. But then after that, it all comes down to... You kind of got to jump for some of it. Then, like, the tire parts is all a matter of... You basically just have to, like, I had to build to get to it. But, yeah, painting everything, I don't know. I like adding color to this because it's been driving me nuts on the lack of color on this whole raft. So, the only place that I've had painted, I think, has basically been... It didn't click, yeah, it didn't click. The only place I've had colored has basically been the greenhouse. I don't think I've painted really anything else. So it was all a whole bunch of just like trial and error on the best way to do this. And then I was trying to figure out the patterns too. There is a pattern thing, and I didn't quite understand it at first. I did eventually get it down, but yeah, and then we don't have a recipe for the juniper, so there's to do with that. But yeah, we're getting I figured we're getting closer to the island. So I'm like, let's come up here. I didn't realize, by the way, you can paint, like, I thought you could only paint the tables, or the doors, or windows, you know, I thought you could only build the foundation stuff. But apparently you can build a lot more than that. You could build, or paint on this, you can paint the table, you can paint the sails, like everything can be painted apparently. I had no idea. It only paints the wood, or like on the steering wheel, for instance, it only paints the other stuff there. But yeah, I was trying to figure out the patterns here, like how it's literally just still showing up as red. There's no pattern. Like, this makes no sense. So I thought maybe it just can only be on walls, and I was like, nope, this still makes no sense. Isn't this working? And so I thought secondary was basically saying, oh, I'm painting the inside and outside. The secondary just makes it so you can see the pattern. It basically puts the secondary is the pattern color. So yeah, that was oh, I didn't even know you can paint the rug. I didn't even see that till just now. I literally walked right over it. Oh, I want to make the rug that one, the wavy one, or even that. Oh, I had no idea. There's a positive to me looking at this now. But yeah, I figured we're just gonna go with the basic. You can see the bird up there, so I knew we were good. Figured try to like make it so we could even park under where the bird is. So that way the bird can come to us, and we don't even have to go to the bird. We can easily shoot it because it has to pick up a rock on shore, then fly to us because the bird will chase you for freaking ever. When I left this island the last time I was here, that bird chased me forever. Like, that thing did not ever give up. But yeah, I figured we'd do some painting up here too, because I wanted to paint, you know, a lot of this. So I was trying to think, you know, brighter colors would be nice on the front of the raft. And then I thought maybe darker colors for those. But yeah, brighter colors for the front of the raft. Maybe in like the inside of the brighter colors. I'm not 100% sure what color I want to go with. Part of me was thinking kind of bright purple. But yeah, I'm just like, fine, this is perfectly fine. Bird hasn't noticed me yet. I'll just keep on painting. I think maybe the stairs right there would be a good thing to paint. I'm honestly torn on that one. Like, I thought about it. I'm starting to freak out too, because I keep thinking that the seagulls are the birds. Yeah, I'm like, we'll just do this whole section. And everything outside. Yeah, there it is. Now it starts coming at me. I'm like, alright. You gotta spend 6,000 arrows on this thing, because this is why I don't hunt them. Every time I've gone to shoot these things in the past, it takes like 30 flippin' arrows to bring one of these stupid birds down. Arrows aren't cheap, especially the titanium one. I'm like, oh god, I already missed one. That's not good. So, kind of tried sitting there just tricking it. Didn't work so well, still managed to drop the rock on my head. But yeah, this is, one of the achievements is to hunt 50 of these things. I think I have hunted 2 up until this point. Maybe 1. I'm not even sure. I think I may have gotten 1 and it just took so long. No, it was definitely more than 1. I just don't know how many we had. And I'm like, okay. And it's down. Just like that. Like, I don't even know exactly how many arrows that was. I wasn't keeping track. But I got all my arrows back except for the one that I obviously missed. So, it was only 3 arrows. That's all it took to take it down was 3 arrows. Because I have 29 out of 30 that I started with. So, I only lost 1 arrow out of the entire thing, but that was it. We have the entire trophy room. Like, all of our trophy room is done. We have the 2 different kinds of birds. We have 3 different kinds of bears. 2 hyena things. Like, the shark, blowfish. Like, anything that I can think of in this game. Unless I've missed something, which if I have, let me know and I'll definitely go get it. But anything I could think of, I'm pretty sure we have in this game now. Then I realized that this is not symmetrical. It bothers me so much. Like, I don't know how I managed to do it. But over there, it doesn't have one at all. Over here does have one. This isn't right. You know what? We're just taking this out because it doesn't need to exist, and the lack of symmetry drives me insane. So, yeah. As far as painting the rest of it on the inside, though, like I said, I don't know on exactly what color, like, and I don't want to do green. I was kind of thinking of the purple. I kind of like that. Some bright colors, you know, bright, vibrant colors. Again, it's just something to make the raft stand out more when I'm, like, trying to figure out where my raft is. But I realized that we were actually starting to run out of colors, which I haven't really dealt with too much. This is facing the weird... Oh, I never noticed before. So I thought so. You'll see in a bit. I feel like they changed how it worked. Temperance was where I wanted to go next because I'd never actually seen a temperate island. So I figured, you know, start tracking the temperate place, but then we'll go to the green spots around there. Because that should take us to basically the islands we have never seen. Let me know if there's some for the other ones. Like there's the skyscraper place, Utopia. I don't know if Utopia has its own unique islands. I don't know if the place before the cold zone has its own unique island. So let me know, because then we'll go search out those ones too. Because I'm honestly not sure on that front. I know that the temperate one will produce its own island, so figured we'll just do that. But while we're sailing, like usual, we'll just keep going around. And this has to be moving. I found a trick that is actually after the video. You can literally start moving for 1 second, immediately break it. Basically, unbrake, brake. And this thing will start spinning, and it'll go to the end, and you can get as much out of here as you want. So that was a nice little trick I found. It's going to be super helpful, because just easily making stuff without having to actually move. So if you're on an island and you want to just burn through a bunch, you just let yourself go forward a tiny bit or go backwards. Whatever the case may be. Once the thing kicks off, you can just immediately stop. So I literally started, stopped, and it just kept going. Awesome. But yeah, we kept sailing and continued to paint. So I decided to stop the boat because I wanted to do the back, and I do not want to, I don't want to fall off and get left behind. It's never happened, and I'm scared to death it will, because like I said, this is the same reason as me doing the voiceover right now. There is no reloading, I don't think. Maybe there is. Is there reloading? Can you reload your stuff? I don't know. I actually don't know. All I know is I did not want to fall off here and lose my raft, because I thought that would be like one of the ultimate nightmares. I thought, well, maybe I could just kind of like lean off, but yeah, that's why I didn't want to do it. I was exactly afraid of that happening. I did not want to fall off and just fall into the water and get left behind by my raft. I thought that would suck so much. I'm pretty sure you can catch up to it, but just the risk of not doing that, it was just too much. It was just too much, and I didn't want to do it. Somehow I never noticed it in the inside. I'm looking at it right now. I could see the colors on the inside, so somehow I just didn't. I don't exactly know how I managed to do it. But yeah. And we just take it down, you get 2 back, you spend 4 to build it, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's fine, it still works. You paint the back. That all nice. Realized until just now I never actually did the never did the bottom. I don't think I painted the bottom. I don't think I painted the bottom. I don't think it occurred to me. It's fine. You can go wrong there. And yeah, you can't. I was like, well, maybe we can just get away with putting some floor. Maybe a floor would be perfectly fine, but no, the floors will not. I think it's trying to connect it on the inside, even though I think we already have it on the inside. But yeah, I can't put any floors down anywhere but there. So yeah, trying to get the paint on some of this just didn't work too well. And I figured for the roof, I wanted to paint the roof like all black, because I just thought it would be kind of nice to see like this, again, contrasting colors type of thing. And jump paint, yeah. Like it's a way to, there's a way to paint things. Easiest way to paint things, unless you actually just go inside the building and paint them, which, oh, how I wish I could have realized that I could do that, because that would have made everything so much better. And I thought about doing the greenhouse roof that color, but I'm like, no, you know what? I think this looks better, and I really do think this looks better. I want to paint all my roofs this. It costs a bunch of paint to do, so it's a matter of just having all that. So future we'll be doing a lot more of the buildings on just different painting and stuff. My focus today was more basically working on the greenhouse, working on pretty much everything besides that, I guess I would say. But also trying to get this done before nighttime hit, because I couldn't see this at nighttime. I tried painting at night, it did not work. Just could not see anything, it was just so dark. And then of course we run out of paint. Ran out of black paint, which was just sad. Disappointed. You gotta make more, and I was working on white paint before, so get more of that. But yeah, I don't remember seeing these. I swear I had this set up before, and I don't remember ever seeing anything actually appearing. It just kind of like it reached inside and grabbed it. It was super weird. Didn't understand what was happening there. But I realized we do need to start moving again, because yeah, that is kind of our goal. And I mean, look at that. Just, it's nighttime, so you can't see it super well, but the looks of, like, the color change to this is so amazing. Of course, I didn't think to remove this before we started moving, which started to terrify me some, because I'm like, oh god, what if I destroy this while I'm standing on it and I just fall into the water, and I'm like, oh, goodbye. Like, I'm assuming you can lose your raft. Like, it's gotta be a thing, because it doesn't just auto-stop. Like, one of the nice things about Valheim was it auto-stopped, and I'm like, yay, this is perfect. Yeah, and I still don't know exactly what was happening there. Like, that's not I don't think that's a corner piece right there. I'm not sure why I was doing that. It's super flippin' weird. Oh, and then, yeah, I realized that I can't even do it because we need the other paint. Oh, no, we can't. Oh, I didn't even... I feel like I'm... See, I don't even remember all this. Like, I literally did this maybe 3 hours ago at most. Still don't remember everything that I did, but the coloring. Look at all the different colors. It's so nice. It'll be so nice to paint the whole thing. I kind of want to do a strip down the middle of that. And the sides. Kind of keep everything that light blue around the outsides that I had on the front. And then down the center, something else. Kind of like just pathways going down and around through certain things. But yeah, had tons of food, so we needed some more food. We needed some more water. Basically just different things to keep those stats going, because it's just nice to have that. I'm not 100% still whether or not it actually makes it go faster or slower on the draining or not. But even the thought that maybe it does is enough for me to be all about it. Yeah, I figured let's go finish the rest of this stuff. We had like literally the one panel that wasn't painted on the greenhouse, which I think is on the other side of it. But then the greenhouse is greenhouse. I mean, we can't have an actual greenhouse, but hey, it's green, so therefore it is still a greenhouse. That's all I really cared about. It's still a greenhouse. Made me happy. Oh no, and that's right. We had one more panel now. Because now I need yellow. There was always something that came up next. It's like yellow. Like, why isn't it working? Oh. Of course. And then, yeah, I thought, well, you do this, but again, you need yellow. So, yeah, I gotta work with what I got. I'm gonna probably have to be building ramps all over the place. What I'm hoping is that the achievement for building stuff counts stuff even if I destroy it. Because even if I destroy it, then we'll be good. Because I can easily just build a big old ramp up into the sky and then tear it down from the very bottom and watch it just crumble. Actually, I don't know exactly what happens when you do that. I don't think I've ever done that. At least, not on purpose. And another stupid raft shows up, which sucks because it's just like, oh, it's gonna start turning my raft. I start going to random places, which is not good. So after a slight course adjustment, because I realized we're going straight at the ice island, I was like, oh, well, let's go check out this green island's right next to us. And I think that's actually the green island we checked out first. So I think I somehow circled back around. Or not first. Maybe not, no, because the one we were at first was actually higher up in the sky. That was just a different one. I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll just head towards this place, and eventually, hopefully a new one will pop up, and we'll just go towards the new one. So yeah, that unfortunately is not the island that I was looking for. But, so I didn't even stop. I'm just like, I'll just keep going. Figured we go up and do the roof itself. After getting all the paint that we needed. Yeah, that's right. We need to start more paint because, of course, like everything, just constantly. Like, I didn't realize how much paint. There's part of me that actually wants to add a second one of these, but I don't know if I really want to spend the space on it. I also realized, yeah, to do more brown roofing, kind of neat. See, I never once noticed that you could do the rugs themselves. I don't, or these. I noticed that right there. I was like, oh, that actually looks really cool. At some point, I'm going to paint those that color, because that actually looks really cool. I don't need to paint them in, like, specific color to be like, oh, this is what it is, because I don't really need to do that. I know exactly what is in all these, because they've been the same thing for, what, 2 years now? How long have we been doing this raft? It's been since the beginning. Then, yeah, I was like, wait, there is a black color. Oh, my God, how did I not see these? Oh, it killed me. It killed me that I didn't notice that. But I was like, oh, let's paint that, because I kind of like the way it looked right there. After we pointed ourselves at another island. But yeah, painting this, painting table, and the actual, like, gearbox. You know, the opposite kind of colors of everything. Oh, I could even paint the flag. I didn't even see that till just now either. Basically, it looks like you could paint pretty much everything. I did not know it was as much as it actually is, and I was dropping stuff when I was picking stuff up before. Didn't realize that my inventory was full. It was just a thing. Just a thing that existed. And left some back there. Huh. Alright. Completely not even aware. So after quick grabbing the colors, I realized that I'd been recording for like an hour already at this point. I was like, oh crap, well, let's at least finish the lighthouse. With some of the adjustments that I knew we could do. And it's like I said, I wanted to do a dark roof. So I was like, oh, I'll just paint this entire thing. And this is where I actually found out I didn't even know until this point. You could just hold the button down. I didn't know just holding the button down, it just moves on to the next one each time. And I'm like, oh, this is so much nicer and easier to do. Except for this. I don't know why this one won't do it, but I cannot paint that one. I'm still not exactly sure what it was that was stopping me. Then I realized, oh my god. So now that now I know that there's one of those, I could change this. I bet it would look so much better, and it does. Like, look how much better that looks. That's why I wanted this. I wanted this to look like an actual lighthouse. And now, after doing this, like, oh yeah, this looks so much more like a lighthouse. And I think it was this moment, too, where I kind of looked inside. I'm like, wait, can I do this from inside? No, I don't think I still. I was trying to think maybe patterns would look cooler, but to be honest, I think the solid color just looks nicer. But yeah, it was not at this point that I realized that I could do it on the inside. Still haven't noticed. God, watching this, I understand why people sometimes leave comments like, how did you not see this? Because I'm blind. It's because I'm blind, that's why. Recording, doing commentary, looking up at the time, making sure I'm not recording too long, you know, like trying to keep things moving forward. Stuff like that. All that stuff's going on inside my head, let alone anything else that like, it's happening in real life. You know, like there's just so much crap that is always happening inside my head that I just miss things. And so like the blindness of not seeing that I could just go inside and do that was, yeah, right here is where I realized I'm like, oh my god, I could have just come in here and painted it. Oh, it would have been so much easier. Oh yeah, yeah. I do think if I paint the floors up here, it would look a little bit nicer on the outside because it would seal it up some. But I don't know. I don't know. Looking at it from a distance, I definitely feel like it's looking a lot nicer. Thought I turned around and looked at it, but no, I realized we're getting up to the island, and that I was well over an hour. So I was like, I guess yeah, we're there. Check that place out next time. I know there's an achievement to drive a snowmobile into the ocean, so we'll try for that next time. But yep, right there. That's what it looks like, which is freaking awesome. Super happy with that. But I guess, yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Hopefully this never happens again, because I absolutely hated this. It's just super weird. Yeah, our trophy room. This is what I'm happy about. I think this is probably the thumbnail, too. I haven't even fully decided, but that's probably the thumbnail. It's just getting all the trophies. Maybe I'll do two, switch it at some point during the day, but, yep. Leaving it in here, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.